What's usually Peekaboo? Where are you? Peekaboo! There she is. There she is.
I was roaming around in Paris all by myself.
Look.
I have a tendency.
What did you find?
But anyway, I was roaming around over in the Sunset area, and I was just roaming around, not looking for anything. I didn't know what I was doing. I looked up. You know where I was?
Okay.
I was on the corner of Rue Boucher and Rue Armstrong. Sidney Boucher was one of the finest saxophone players the world's ever known. He moved to Paris and lived there, and so they named the street after him, the block long. And Louis Armstrong, they named a street after him. And this is the corner, Rue Boucher, Rue Armstrong. And I was standing there at the corner of this, looking up at this nameplate. Good Lord! I mean, can this be these? You know, these are my people.
Tell about the time you went into the bank.
Well, that was down in southern France. I went down there and I said my name was Armstrong, and they said Louis, and I said, yeah, Louis was my cousin. So they all over the bank, people came. You knew Louis Armstrong? You a cousin of Louis Armstrong?
They believed you.
Yeah, I have a tendency to stretch truth.
You certainly
But you didn't have a vortex moment like you telling me.
Oh,
What the last line? What was the last line in the movie? Said that and there you are.
I heard it.
Yeah.
He said it to me.
It was God speaking to him. Except
No, it was Henry James.
Well, that's the only way God could get to him was through Henry James.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean,
You're
I
right.
wouldn't talk to God directly.
He used Henry James to get through you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, did you get it?
Did I get what?
Vortex?
Did you get what the message was?
What's the message? Well,
That's for you to find out.
how do I know, Margot?
She's a gardener.
Just we passed through. I mean, you
Yes,
know,
you are gardening.
I don't know anything. All I know is I heard voices in the middle of the night.
Present for you. Do you like
And by
presents?
God,
And it's because he'd been with 5 females for a week.
yeah, well, I probably maybe you imagined it.
That was
But,
a test.
no,
Yeah.
I actually heard voices in the middle of the night.
She's trying to give you something.
No, she's trying to give you
Hey,
cushion.
what is
Oh,
proper
maybe
deal?
she wants to sit with you.
Who knows? She probably wants to slug me if I don't watch her.
Cushion.
She's giving you.
She noticed that we have it.
I'm glad you brought her.
Aww.
And you
Oh,
did you
really?
I mean, you know, stuck with a lot of
give her a
genetics.
present?
crap.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Glad to her.
Got the camera running?
I thank
Here's some more chicken.
Jasmine,
Angela because
200.
I know it was your influence a lot to get you all here.
We all want to come over.
Jasmine, did you have a birthday?
有你的生日礼物呢
Is it your birthday?
Look at that smile. 爸爸坐好了，拿礼物。哎，坐好了。
Can I move her
Yeah.
so she can?
哎，宝宝拿礼物
All
啊！
right.
看看。
Oh yes, eat the last kernel of corn first.
哦哦
Okay, here you go.
哦，宝宝的礼物。哦，sorry， OK。哎，sorry，你站着，宝宝站好了，哎。看宝宝的礼物，生日礼物耶！生日礼物啊！哎
Jasmine.
What do you say? How do you say happy birthday?
哎，泡泡。
that?
Oh, she says bubble.
Bubbles.
Ah.
And there's scent in
哎，
it.
底下看还有什么？还有吗？有啦。啊。
What else is it?
哦。
What is that?
这是什么？衣服。She knows it's dress.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh.
这是什么？这是什么？哦，谢谢，谢谢。
Magic.
说
You did magic wand.
阿姨说
She has to put on her outfit though. It's a mermaid. She's a little mermaid.
OK。宝宝看不看这个啊？美人鱼。
take a picture right here. Can I give Janelle a kiss? Give Janelle a kiss, kiss.
We gotta get that.
Can I give Janelle a kiss, kiss? Kiss, kiss. Oh, so shy.
It's okay. Time to get kisses. She can put it on.
This is pretty cool, Janelle.
Ah, thank you.
She's a baby mermaid.
No, that's great.
小美人鱼。
And guess where it's from? China. That's why I decided to.
Not from China.
Made in China. Isn't that
Yeah, but she
wonderful?
was actually made in China. Jasmine.
Yeah, she's in China.
Yeah, I know. I did ask. I'm curious. Was she conceived in Redondo Beach or in China? They said in China.
Only Marvin would ask you.
Well, a woman knows when she conceives. I
Only you would
But
ask.
only you would ask, exactly.
Why do you do that?
only ask questions like
You're
that.
not really
Because
nosy.
she's
You know, very close to.
interested. We
And
call
very
her
interested.
arrogant. She thinks she's.
She has a right to ask. She's a grandma.
Can you put on her outfit? if it's a dress?
No.
Well, I thought maybe we had something to do with.
It turned into a funny joke. Remember the Armstrong Super Sperm last night? See, it led to a good joke, see? About the jogging afterwards and the cleaning of the sperm. That one.
You don't get along with her better than I do.
Oh, I'm trying.
Oh, bubbles!
And they're scented. They
来，宝宝拿，你这样子。宝宝晚安。
Oh, that's, children love that.
哎，它不能吃，吹。
But it's
Yeah. 会了。来，再放进去，再放进去。
And we do have rhubarb pie.
Yeah, I
for
gotta try that.
dessert.
I'm ready to do it.
Well, thank you, Janelle, for the.
Yeah, thank you, Janelle. Thank you.
My mother used to make rhubarb pie. I didn't like it then.
But this is rhubarb apple
吹
pie,
大，
right?
吹大一点。
So
rhubarb apple.
Yeah, it makes
just
it
focus on the apple
more
part.
pleasant.
and it'll be good.
Who baked rhubarb pie? Bill? Bill, who made rhubarb pie?
My mother,
Your mother?
in the spring.
There's something, I love rhubarb. I
See,
actually,
it's a
Oh, it was people out in the provinces
because the
They had it
I
in
can
the
see
spring.
there's other things.
that it was
Yeah.
not
For a while.
supposed to.
oh, no, I don't know about that. I just felt it.
I'm telling you,
Yes,
and it
dear.
works that way.
宝宝，我们把衣服换上好不好？来，我们穿这
We
个
had
新衣服。
roll back there.
Oh,
We
I
had,
宝宝，我们穿
love-
新
we
衣
had
服。
rhubarb.
How do you throw that? Because I think
You just stick it in the ground. It grows.
要不要试衣服
Simple as
啊？
that. It's kind of like iris.
要不要试衣服啊？
Well, yeah, it comes up in big long stalk, a big leaf on
穿
it.
小美人鱼。
Yeah.
once
It's like a
upon
big
a
cell.
time, court in the back, there was a garden spot, a big
哦
garden，
这美人鱼。
Oh yeah.
Are you finished with that?
No.
Can I take plates inside?
I'll go and
Relax.
Turn it chicken.
Oh, okay.
We gotta
It's $1,000
see
camera.
this
What it's worth.
Wow. You don't even get near.
mermaid. Oh, that fits her good. Okay, you gotta put a skirt on her. If she's gonna be a mermaid.
来，还有这个小美人鱼。
Lucky enough to have two beautiful women.
Oh, is it put up?
I think it can go
Oh.
up, like up and yeah.
来，我们穿小人鱼。小人鱼。
Oh, beautiful. You're going to be so
You can be a little mermaid.
Yeah,
Yeah, with a magic wand. Yeah, I think you. That's what you do. You
Like
pull it,
this.
pull it up, and then pull the top over.
Okay, so this is. 啊，
Oh.
小人鱼，
Let's see. Let me see you.
看给奶奶
Go,
看，
go in the yard. I'll get you in the
到
yard.
那边给
Oh, aren't
给
you
他们
pretty?
看看。
Wow, look at that.
Oh.
Oh!
It's a lot of wine.
Hi, you are dressed up.
要吹泡泡。
That fits her.
She likes bubbles.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a bubble thing?
Yeah.
Well,
Good smelly bubbles.
Yep.
This is lovely.
Aww. Yeah, you're great.
That's good.
那给那你
She
拍
has
照片
pretty
好不
hair.
好？
Your hair
那
has
拍
a
照
slight
片。
tone to it.
Yeah,
It's kind of weird,
definitely.
but that works.
Is your
That's
hair
my-
naturally curly?
Yeah, her hair.
Yours.
Mine's
grill
no,
on.
I permed it.
Did
They
you?
usually it's very
turn that grill on.
straight.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Oh, let me
good,
get
good.
the whipped cream too. I have
But hers is curly, just like a.
Margot, there, you, if you want coffee, I can warm it for you.
Okay.
Oh,
That was sweet. You're a little mermaid. You're cute, little mermaid. Oh, pretty.
Don't pick me. Okay.
Pretty mermaid.
All right. Well, I gotta try it, sir, at least.
I know what it does. I know what rhubarb does.
Okay.
Baby.
that would be perfect outfit for this year's.
You wanna try some of this?
What was that? Halloween outfit, huh?
Yeah.
Here, Court, you want to come over?
Sure.
Should I? 站到那边去给
He's
阿姨
more
拍
worried
照
about the
片。
pie. I'm more worried about the
哎，
outfit.
真的阿姨拍照片。
Where you going?
Look at her.
Oh, you
I
got
asked her
the
to
outfit.
stay there
I'll take
to let you take a picture.
I think this tag off. There we go. Little mermaid. You want to
The
put that?
tripods that aren't working.
I've used it for ages.
Yeah. Well, I've got some. A little bit.
Well, I've got another one. somewhere.
No, okay, we'll figure it out here. Just throw these damn things out.
I used to be a photographer.
We should be.
话呀，
We need to tilt it a little, maybe?
这
Okay,
是
so
谁
tell
啊
us a little bit about this painting, Dad.
Well, if you send me a photo of her, that would make a nice sketch. So that's what I did. It's really simple as that. Just getting through the day.
Move it closer.
No, I had the idea that since she's so photogenic, that to have her in various kinds of costumes would make a nice series of sketches. So I suggested
Well,
to
I'm-
you, because I like it, a Harlequin one or a polka dot one. Either any of those would be nice.
Came out, isn't that great?
Yeah. Yeah.
Corey,
Yeah,
wanna like adjust this because when he's talking, it's easier. It's clearer.
Turn these.
Like really,
Just turn it.
need
Untwist
to
it.
tilt down.
Yeah, untwist it. There you go.
Okay,
Okay, well, that's that one.
that's it.
I don't know. I thought it'd be kind of nice to have you talk about some of the paintings that you were, maybe some of the older ones that had a lot of history about them, or some certain meanings that most people wouldn't really understand. We can go in there and do it if you want, or pull some out.
Well, they're all, I got them sitting out, so I'm before I
Okay.
put it back on the rack. I would just point out that you think is interesting. I'll tell you what it's all about. Push this out of the way. I have to, like,
I like that crossroads one too. This Junction City,
yeah,
that's kind of special. Here, you grab that one.
that's your grandma.
Okay, let's talk about.
Your great grandma.
Let's go out here and.
Like, pick them up by the.
You can stay there. I can move the camera over.
my grandmother was a rather unique lady, not particularly likable. She was difficult, actually, this one. And my grandfather married her when she was 14 years old. They had 3 children, one of them died. My father and his sister. This was my aunt, Aunt Sadie. And Aunt Sadie had a rather tragic life. During the Depression, they had 3 children. She was married, had 3 children. And her husband forged a check for $200 and got 10 years in prison. Wow. So she had to teach school, and my grandfather and my grandmother, this one, had to raise their 3 children out on this dilapidated old farm in the middle of Kansas. And it was really poverty row. So, and then that all changed. We moved to Peoria, and they were living in she and Aunt Sadie moved in together. Her husband got out of prison finally, and it was an interesting thing that they made him the sheriff of Circleville after he got out of prison. They figured he knew something about the law.
Experience counts.
Anyway, he was a strange guy. He had a gimpy arm and he worked as a house painter. Anyway, that all passes. So these 2 were living out in a place called Junction City, Kansas. And so I went out to visit them. I think when Dolly was in her 80s, I think, I went to visit her. And it was such a depressing thing. It's absolutely one of the most depressing experiences of my life, going out and seeing these 2 old women living just in an apartment and hardly any income. And so after I left there, I decided to paint this painting. And I thought I would try to get the worst color I could possibly think of, the most depressing composition I could think of, and the road sign, which implies junction, I thought also was rather symbolic of the Christianity that I didn't think it served them too well.
Or that town, you said,
Yeah.
too, right? The whole.
It has to be. I mean, it's a equivocal meaning the town and the Christianity thing. And then in these 2, I used as egg forms, and this little spot implies that it never separated. So it's all full of those kind of strange symbolisms that I usually put in for they're not academic necessarily, they're just peculiar things. Art is sometimes symbolic, sometimes decorative, whatever. In this case, it's pure symbolic. The amazing thing is that painting was never rejected from a show that I entered it in.
Because it was probably
It was so
heavy and
different.
Yeah.
Not necessarily good, but different.
So when you say the colors that kind of represented kind of depressing colors, or which colors? Is this the
gross colors, horrible colors. Never would use those anemic, washed out colors. So this muddy gray and green. I really set out to paint a bad painting, and I did it pretty well apparently, because it was accepted by all these shows, some national shows actually. And then the other one, with just Dolly, that's in there, the green one, that won an award in California. The California National Watercolor Society gave that award.
Let me pull that one out
Called
here.
Dolly's Gone. Well, this is an acrylic. And some things that I discovered about acrylic, I can make this particular effect by pressing gesso with newspapers and things to get this kind of funny frosty effect. And then all this was using a gesso thin down to about this like cream and then painting it on and then just pressing it with my hand.
Yeah. It's
It's all
fingerprint.
done
in
with
there.
fingerprints and
Yeah.
handprints.
That's cool.
Anyway, it was an interesting technique. And then these were just little drawings of people. I went to the funeral. I sketched these people and had them in a sketchbook. And later on, these were just old people that came to her funeral. And except this young lady was a cousin of mine. Her name was Alberta.